Good morning from the garden. This starling has feelings. You will have noticed it's been a while since we've been around. Unfortunately, we've had a bit of a shatter. Andy's dad had a heart attack a couple of weeks ago, so we've spent most of the last 2 weeks at his side, hoping that he'll wake up. Yesterday, he was a bit more stable, so we've come home for a couple of days to get a few things done here, refuel a bit. So we thought we would just have a wee look in the garden this morning and just remind ourselves that life is going on. And it really is. Look, we've got our first strawberry flowers. That's pretty exciting. The bird bath is completely empty, so we'll get that sorted this morning. But look at this, just life everywhere you look. And we needed a bit of a reminder of that. Look at these beauties. So yeah, everything's a bit dry, and it does look like the foxes have made some attempts to get into our business. But here's the real show. Look at this. Just absolutely stunning. Front to back. So pleased with this. And look, we've even got some nice gorgeous blooms over here.
Maybe time to free them from the chicken wire.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't trust foxes.
I mean, I'd say it's thick enough at this point.
I don't know that would stop them. And look, we've got some little tiny flowers on the Japanese maple. The lilac is starting to get its leaves going here. And my little dogwood is quite happy and coming to life. These ferns also look a lot happier now that they're in the ground, so that's good. I think the bamboo needs a bit of water. Its leaves are all a bit dried out, so we'll soak that today. And I probably need to plant these other ferns and things. But overall, I think things are coming along pretty good. Yeah.
Blueberries probably need water as well.
Oh, I think everybody needs some water, but we also need to take that one branch off that just doesn't seem to be getting more leaves on it.
There's a few of them, but
Not too bad, but a bit of life in the garden. That's what we needed this morning. So as you can imagine, having one's father-in-law have a heart attack is just about as stressful as things get. We hired somebody to do the mist coat on the plaster while we were gone, thinking it would just take some pressure off. But this is what we came home to. Paint absolutely everywhere. Didn't even unplug things when he painted. Paint all over sockets, all over the brand new vent cover. And as you can see from the thickness of it, it's not even watered down, so it's not actually a mist coat. So that was a lesson learned. Just don't trust anybody that you haven't had do that specific piece of work, because somebody might be okay at stripping wallpaper and rubbish at painting. So now I'm just fixing this. So obviously with everything that's been going on, we just haven't been super motivated. So I've had Jack and Dexter come back today. They have cleaned up the mess that George made. Fuck you, George. So they've cleaned up all of the drips and the drabs and got all the paint off the sockets and everything. And then Jack has just gone over with a mist coat, which is about 50-50 water and paint. So he and Andy are now outside, and they're going to move some gravel, which has just been in the neighbor's driveway for a month now, And I am going to do just a little bit of spackling and skimming in here to get that ready for green paint when we're ready for green paint. And then I'm going to wash the windowsill in the other room. So that's super exciting. So a really short video today, probably. I'll give you just a wee wrap up at the end. I'm just spying on the boys as they move gravel from one pile to another. I just referred to my husband as one of the boys because, let's be honest, sometimes he is. For obvious reasons, we haven't done a video in a couple of weeks. Yeah. This is the most exciting the people have had in ages. Jack painting a window.
Well, maybe I'll fall off the ladder or something. Something
no, don't do that, because then you can use this as a way to get more jobs to hire you because you do such a great job for us.
I'm not sure they hire me if I'm a risk.
I don't think you're a risk. So yeah, let's keep it safe. I mean,
nice.
there's
scissors behind me.
When you put it like that. On that note. Obviously, if different things were happening in our lives, we would have celebrated day 300 in the house a little bit more. But as it is, we can at least see the finish line. It's still a long ways away, but we might actually have storage closed out by the end of the month. Maybe? Okay, you do that. But I do appreciate you being tall for me. Because I'm useless.
Oh, we now in the video insert usual Patreon subscribers joke. Fucking Dan can get like several £1 million patron cycle from just building an entire castle.
I mean,
surely we merit a few bob for...
Especially if I keep showing your belly every time you raise your arm. Ooh, that's like proper OnlyFans.
And that's why I need to be quicker on the mark, because that joke was coming out of my face the moment you...
Well, I very much appreciate you getting all the bits I'm too short to get, because the boys have stolen the ladder.
As you know, your capacity is the husband who's here painting with you.
Snarkarella. Okay, there's one little drip over here, kind of by the corner.
Yes, I know, it's filming. Sorry, where? Up here?
I mean, I didn't see that one, but the one that just basically right where your head is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Also, don't call your wife a drip. Appreciate you. Thanks.
Right. Go back to scraping in my office and
do that.
Catching up on the YouTube queue.
Do that too. Love you.
Happy to.
So what we're doing right now is just going over all of the plaster walls with a 50-50 water to paint mix with an emulsion paint. So we're just going over it loads of times to try to make it so that when the plaster heats and cools just throughout the year, it's got a bit more flexibility to it. So we're going to just keep going over it and over and over it all day today. And then probably Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on what our life looks like around, visiting Dad at the hospital, we'll be able to start putting actual primer up that's just, actual paint, building up to putting the beautiful green paint back up, which, we're really happy to use the coat paint. It's more sustainable. It's a great color that we love. It's very expensive. So we want to make sure that the walls are just as prepped as possible before we put that on, just so that it goes a bit farther and we don't have to put 3 or 4 coats up to fill it. So that's the plan for today. We're not going to film very much because obviously it's just painting white walls and then they kind of look unwhite for a while the water soaks in, and rinse, repeat. But it's progress. It's something we can do. It's kind of all we've got the emotional capacity for today. And the weather is a bit rubbish, so we're not going to do anything outside. Back to work. Had just a little bit more skim to do where we had the closet removed when the chimney breast came out. Because we're going to be putting some acoustic wall paneling up on this wall, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not going to paint it. It was more just about making sure that it's a flat surface, and then just fixing around one of the electrical sockets that some of the mesh was still showing. Ew.
And then when you finished emptying the can of paint out of the crack in the bottom when it was being delivered, you then send the bird up the mountain to shave his beak. Or,
What the shit?
and then 1 second of eternity will have passed.
You are, without a doubt, the strangest man I know.
And then you shuffle a deck of cards, and if it's a royal flush, you win the game.
Oh my god. Just seems to be spilling paint day.
Yeah.
But yeah, just soak up as much of it as you can, and then unfortunately that is the only one probably that doesn't have a plastic back. So once you've got through your puddle, we'll pick it up.
Yeah, clean that up.
See if anybody else, that's literally now every single one of us has spilt paint today. I'm pretty proud of us. Squeeze it, baby, squeeze it. That's how you get both your squats in and your arm day. I'm gonna see if I can get close enough to video, but there are some bees checking out my bug hotel. Looking for just the right hole. Which I'm pretty excited about. Might need to make some that are a little bit bigger, but this is a very good sign that they are at least interested. Love that. Okay, we are moving on to a 2 parts paint to 1 part water mix. This is not the greatest one of these, so we'll see. We'll just see how it goes, shall we? It's also a slightly different paint, so it actually looks a bit more watery, but again, just doing our best. Yes, it would be nice if you would just roll everything away. Come on. I always leave the dug one for myself. That's the question. Thankfully, I managed to find a roller head that actually rolled. So while I was doing what will be the bedroom, Andy was working on his office, and then the boys were alternating between the living room and the yellow room. So all of them, we managed to get the 50-50 mix on. The green bedroom is done with the 2/3 mix. So the next step, obviously, is just wrapping up the other ones, but we'll probably focus on getting the bedroom done for obvious reasons. We'd like a bedroom eventually. Okay, so we've hit the saturation point where basically when we put the paint up at the 2/3 mix, it's just not changing color, which is exactly what we wanted. So we'll let this dry probably till Tuesday or Wednesday, and then we'll put another coat of just pure 100% base coat on it. And as long as it doesn't crack or shrivel or peel anything away, then we can probably put 2 coats of base coat, and then we'll try some color in this room. Nearly there.
Doing all of this mist coat has got me mad. I'm so angry I could hold.
Oh, you're such a sexy hole. Now you're just trapped in it.
Yes, apparently the 3 good seams. Right, we now need more painters' boiler suits.
Oh Lord, you're a goofy man. You know that?
Also, we're going to have to cancel our tickets for the Slipknot cosplay that we're totally going to. It probably costs like £50 a ticket on Ticketmaster.
Oh Lord.